What's going on, Sparks fans? I go by the name of DJ Treacy Treese, and welcome back to The Spark, a fan commentary podcast for your Los Angeles Sparks. Thanks for tuning back in. On today's episode, I'll be recapping Game 2, my season ticket holder status, and some other cool things that I experienced at the game. First, let's talk about my season tickets, y'all. So I went to the home opener with Brittany Griner, and I invested a little bit of money in some better tickets to sit a little bit closer because I knew that was going to be a historic night, and I knew that I wanted to experience my first Sparks game as an LA resident in a grand fashion. So I sat almost courtside, like 2 rows away from courtside. So after I went to that game, I immediately texted the account exec who was already hitting me up about season tickets, and I'm like, yo, how can I get season tickets for the section I was in? So I ended up getting that same section, and it was lit. I went to game 2 this past Thursday where we played the Aces, and to be honest, I sat down and the person next to me, we were like, well, I don't know how this is going to go because the Aces are a super team. We looked at warm-ups and Candace Parker's warming up and Asia is there. It's like you got an MVP, another MVP, all these MVPs on one team. So it was a little bit intimidating, but then we came out of the gate scoring really well. But as soon as the game started and like the warm-ups were over and all the intros were over, everybody was asking, like looking around and saying, where's Nneka? Where's Nneka? Because there wasn't a game status that I saw that said she was going to be out because she was sick. But they just announced today, which is Saturday when I'm recording this, right before the game, the second game with the Aces. They said that there's a bunch of people out because of a non-COVID illness. Now, there is a little bit of a bug going around LA, and I'm thinking that's what it is. It's a little bit of a cold. But man, what a way to start the season. You got 2 games against a really great team that most of your players can't play. So hopefully the bench steps up and kind of catches the Aces off guard to get the win today, which is Saturday. But we unfortunately fell to the Aces on Thursday, 85-94. Chanae showed up, but it just wasn't enough. We knew we were missing Nneka. It felt like we were missing Nneka. Everybody in the stands were like, oh, all right, let's do something. Zaya played really well. I just felt like we weren't taking it into the paint for some reason. It's like you got to make them foul you. They all are really tall. But at the same time, it's like, damn, I don't want to get my shot blocked because they are blocking shots. Candace Parker, it becomes a situation. Asia even had a block. I just thought it seemed like we were a little bit shy of taking it into the paint, and we just were taking some questionable shots out on the arc, just in the 3-point area or long 2 area when it make them foul you. For real, it was so many fouls as we talking about fouls. I don't know how many fouls Asia said. I thought for sure she got 2 technicals, and maybe I was just drinking a little too much when I was watching the game. But it seemed like everybody in the section that I was talking to was saying the same thing. I'm like, how many fouls did she got? We looking up at the board, and it says she got 2 fouls, and I'm like, there's no way Asia only got 2 fouls. She for sure got a technical for one of the calls, so I just didn't know if they was adding that up. It seemed like by the end of the game, she had like 7 fouls. I was hoping that she would foul out. That was really the strategy. If you can get one of their star players to foul out, that'll make up for the fact that we didn't have Nneka. But either way it went, it was a really great game. It was competitively played. I'm loving this season ticket holder status. I get to come in early. Russell Westbrook was in my section this last time. It just was a vibe. You know what I mean? The lady that sat behind me, she's been a season ticket holder since like 2016. It's like, how wonderful is that? I want to be a part of this culture. And as I'm thinking about watching more games in the W, it was important for me to also invest and put my money where my mouth is because the WNBA is very heavily building right now. So if you are listening to this and you've been enjoying some of the WNBA games, I am a witness. I have season tickets. They were reasonably affordable. They are very close. It's a great bargain. It's what I'm going to do all summer. I also have the WNBA League Pass. So the games that I don't attend, I can just watch on the replay, which is what I do like during working hours. To be quite honest, I just run it in almost like Sports Center all day. So it's a vibe. And even the League Pass, that's new. Support the app. You feel me? There's so many different ways that we could do this. So the 525 game was a bust, y'all. We weren't driving the ball in. It seemed like Asia had a bunch of different fouls, in my opinion. Saturday's game roster is going to be very light. So I'm thinking that the bench, if they play great defense and get them turnovers like we was getting it and score the easy baskets, I think we might be able to take the Sparks. I'm not the Sparks, the Aces. And I will add to that, which is why I kind of got backtracked and cut myself off. Tonight is the ring ceremony. So the Aces might kind of be playing with their head a little bloated because they got the rings, and sometimes you be in the clouds. I played some of my worst games when I was having my best days. You feel me? It's like I feel good. I'm doing little careless things. But if you in the grind and you in the grunt, you know what I mean? You paying a different attention to the awareness of the game, in my opinion. So we'll see what the Sparks do tonight, and I will report back. I know episodes are dropping every Monday, but since it was a long weekend, I'm like, okay, I can do another episode. So y'all get a little bonus episode after tonight's game with just what happened, because then, the next game will be into the next week. I'm trying to get a regular flow here, but thank y'all for rocking with me on the YouTube. It's like 200 of y'all. Come on, episode 1, like 0 promo. Y'all just on here listening to me run my mouth, and I love that I am bridging the gap with the WNBA content. I'm loving the fact that I'm going to so many games and watching so many games. I forgot how much I missed the W. So join back in with me and subscribe to this podcast everywhere that you listen to podcasts, but go ahead and hit that subscribe on YouTube for more episodes. All right, y'all. I'm wishing that the odds may ever be in the Sparks' favor tonight. I will see you on the next episode, and go Sparks.